Hey everybody, welcome to my longest alliance war ever, and the first one with Savage Squad. We're going up against Vietnamese, and yeah, I've been put on path 4 for this. It looks like probably for a while. It's hard to say, but yeah, it was well planned out because it looked like my champions were pretty good matches for the champions I was going to fight. So this is a really long war video, but mostly because I do get a lot of fights in, so you're going to get to see all the way through path 4, and as well as mini boss, and as well as some boss action as well, so that's pretty cool. I usually am supposed to take this node 3 right here, but somebody got in before me, and so really I'm just there to clear the portal and then jump back over to path 4, and that's why you see sort of the node there, sort of the path 4 map, just sort of jump over to path 3 right there, or node 3. So the first one is an enhanced special 2 node, Rolling Thunder. I saw the Cosmic Champion, and even before I saw the guy's profile, I was like, I think this is a diversity play, so I'm pretty sure it's a Captain Marvel or a Black Bolt or something, and it ended up being that Captain Marvel that was in his profile. So in Sabanur, he'll come back for revenge later, but it's pretty clear here that I'm going to take this fight pretty easily. I'm not going to try and build up the 10 poise charges just because I know it's Captain Marvel, and what I can do if I really want to is just bait her special 1, dodge it, and then keep punishing it. So it's actually probably going to be easier or simpler at least than building up too many poise charges and trying to be playing against the wall and everything. So, you know, when it makes sense, no need to build up to max damage. So I'm just baiting that special 1, and it looks like I'm probably going to I should have thrown a special 1 there, but I didn't. I just went for the safe parry option, I guess. And yeah, it's all good. It's all done. Moving on to the next node. So I'm not filling out, I'm waiting for some more data to fill out common defenders and tips and stuff like that. All that will be there for the season start, and I'll probably update it about halfway through the season. I have a very, let me know if you guys are interested in, well, I'll touch on this at the end of a video of how I'm going to be gathering the data and everything. But I'll mention that again at the end. So going into this node, it's the enhanced special 1 and cornered. It's another cosmic, so I did think it was going to be a Black Bolt because of the 6-star, and it was a Black Bolt. So all I got to do here is exactly the same thing as I did for the last fight. I'm kind of happy that I have some diversity fights on my path, just because it kind of puts you in the zone for fighting in Alliance War. You can sort of get the groove going before you get into your hard fights. On Path 5 had not really any, because those fights people were starting to put some pretty tricky defenders on, and Path 6 certainly has no diversity fights whatsoever. Every single node is quite hard. But yeah, so now we're getting into the first fight that can be considered fairly tricky, which is the all or nothing, and I have a Mystic champion on there, and so I was a little worried. It took me a while to choose my champions before I started this war, because I was worried who the Mystic was, but then I ended up bringing Iceman, mostly because I wanted to be sure I could eat an all or nothing. But as soon as I saw the Dr. Voodoo, I was almost positive that it was the Dr. Voodoo, so I ended up taking in Vision, who's also fairly safe for all or nothing because he can just power drain when needed. But with the enhanced armor, and I'm not sure, Vision might have sort of a lower crit rate here. This is a pretty long fight, guys. So I'm just here building up to a special 3 on Voodoo, and then getting that full power drain off, which also heal blocks the rest of his heal buff right there that he got at the start of the fight. And I'm just going in. You guys have seen me intercept a Vision and stuff. I'm not trying to do any of that. I want to be really safe. This is my first war in with this alliance, and I didn't want to make any mistakes. Not that I was like on purposely making mistakes in my old alliance. It was just, I don't know, I felt more comfortable there, so I was maybe a little, it was more risk taker, I guess. I'll probably get back to that. It's very important to learn how to intercept and to practice it in high stress situations, because otherwise you'll never be a boss killer. But just at least for right now, I was like, I'm just gonna play this safe, get the parries off. There's no limber, I don't think, on my entire lane. So that's interesting that there's no limber. So this lane is very methodical, like the way it should be fought, especially all the way through the breakthrough node. But there is the mini boss is the immunity mini boss. So with that last power drain, I do get Dr. Voodoo down. That was kind of a nice, satisfying finish right there. Moving on to node 28, which is the mini boss. It's immunity, enhanced, or 10% chance to stun, and then 100% increased duration of stun, and then dismay. So, oh boy. So I brought in Stark Spidey for this node. I'm not sure who would have been better. I looking back, I'm thinking like, you know what? Even like a 550 Hyperion might have done better here. It's really hard to say. He's immune to the shock. He's immune to the stun. He's immune to the taunt. I put on an attack boost here, thinking, you know what? I just need an extra kick in the attack because I'm not going to be able to build as much poise charges here. And then I say, okay, well, I'm going to throw this advanced power boost on too, because I was really like, I was looking for. I was looking for a tech power boost right there, but I couldn't find one, so I just went for it. I dueled Sentinel about 30 times today because I was just like, this guy's immune. So I was trying. I found a fairly nice rhythm of evading his heavy attack and then doing like a medium light medium to reduce the amount of analysis charges he gets, but it was also not like it was very, very tricky because I wasn't going to finish in time if I built up to 100 analysis charges and 10 poise charges real quick. That wasn't going to have me finish in time, but there was also the problem of me taking so much block damage if I was doing the other strategy of kind of mixing up my attacks. And then there's also this thing. This didn't happen once in the duels. That special one, I was always able to punish a special one in the duels, and he just chain stuns me to death. 10%, my butt. There's no way that's 10%. But anyway, he combos me into oblivion. But I wasn't rattled because I had dueled this guy so many times. I said, that's BS. All right, all I'll do is I just won't punish the special one. It's not that big of a deal. I'll go right back in, and I got the boost still on, and I should be fine. So I heal up Stark Spidey. I go to the I use 3 of those health potions there, and I don't need to heal up to full. I was feeling pretty good about just the whole strategy I had, which was mix up the attacks a little bit, but make sure to get the poise charges off of his special attacks by letting Stark Spidey evade. And what actually that does, which is interesting, is because he doesn't evade every beam hit or every rocket hit, it's like evade, block, evade, block. It sort of mixes up those actions, and he doesn't build that much analysis charge on evading right here. So you'll see that he did build some, but it wasn't as many as it could have been. Now I'm blocking a lot, and he's gaining analysis charges, so he's already up to 40. But I launched a special 2, and I actually get lucky, get some crits there, which is pretty cool, considering Sentinel really lowers the crit rate of your champions. I'm trying to bait the special 2 or special 1 there. I'm not punishing it. I learned my lesson. I'll take the block damage. Who cares? He's almost up to 100 poise charges, so or analysis charges. So I'm kind of just like abandoning the whole mix up the combo move, and I do throw a special 1 there. Just I don't know, just to make some distance. Because now it's all over. He's going to be unstoppable. He's going to have unblockable specials. He's going to get me armor breaks through the block, etc. It's not going to be fun. So I'm just doing as much damage as I can. With 10 poise charges, Stark Spidey hits pretty hard, even not critting. But there is a lot of health to take out on this guy, and yeah, it's not great. So. This is, I guess, good placement. I think the next time I come in here, I'm going to rank 3 my Corvus Glaive that I recently pulled, and I think I'll probably go through this guy a little quicker. So I'll have to just burn through the first 20 Glaive charges, big special 2, and then just play around for the 50 seconds while the Glaive recharge. And I think that probably would be enough damage to get this Sentinel down. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But anyway, on to the Vigor node. I saw the 6-star champion before the war started, or before I jumped in. I was like, science champion here. It's probably Void. So I take in Stark Spidey, just thinking, all right, I just got to play well. Yeah, so I do make a huge mistake during this fight. I get saved, luckily, by just pure luck, I think. I guess I boosted just the correct amount, or I healed just the correct amount, because you'll see here. I'm dodging his special 1. I wasn't able to punish it, but for some reason I gain up to the, I don't know, I have to read this note again, but I felt like I was gaining power really quickly. Yeah, I'm gaining more power, I think, but every time I activate a buff, it like takes away some power, and then there's also Plagued Mind, I think. Anyway, here's my big mistake. He's cornered, right? So, boom, I pushed him to a special 3 on accident. Luckily, Void's special 3 is quite weak. So I'm able to survive this, and I think he might have had, let's see if he had Taunt on him. So I just want to confirm. Yes, so he had actually 40% reduced attack there, which is really nice. So I need to purify myself like right now. So I need to get the 10 hits. Okay, I'm good. I'm purified. I get the stun on, and I'm going in for another 5-hit combo. And thank God Void goes down. Ooh, that was risky. So luckily, Spider-Man, his whole participation in this war is done from here on out, and I can just focus on Vision and Iceman for the rest of the war. I didn't want to heal up Spider-Man anymore. We're still not into Season 3, so like, what's the point in using items? Even though I know I used a few boosts, but yeah. Anyway, so a breakthrough node is going to be Iceman. I was expecting this too. That's why I brought in Vision rather than Iceman himself, because for the class advantage, I get that reduced damage of Cold Snap. And this is a pretty straightforward fight. He must be really low sig too, because you guys will remember another war I brought in Vision versus Iceman, and it took a lot more damage out. So if you guys are going to place Iceman on defense, make sure the signature ability is nice and high, because otherwise, I mean, I'll just block those double medium attacks all day and go in, and Breakthrough is going to give me some increased damage over time. You'll just notice, like, I can't parry him, but, ooh, that was weird. A whiff, Vision whiffed right there. But that's okay. Like, you'll see, just play it calm, play it cool. You take the block damage. There's no reason to try and avoid the block damage here. A couple hits from him not through the block are just going to kill you, so just take those. He's up to 41 armor breaks, which is quite a lot. I think the max might be 50. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to get there anyway. Oh no, it goes higher than that. So, yeah, anyway, so the damage is starting to ramp up for me, and I'm just eating these double mediums. I don't know why Iceman keeps doing this. That was the first special I had to bait. For some reason, Iceman was hitting into my block and doing these, like, double medium attacks. It's really weird. But yeah, I've seen this. I've hit that node a couple times on Path 5. This is the first time hitting it on Path 4. Yeah, no problems. On to the mini boss. Now, this was you guys are gonna like this. This was almost a really bad fight for me, but it went okay. So Phoenix here, I was really interested in this Phoenix fight, because I was like, okay. Interesting placement here. I know Phoenix has the whole thing where you have to kind of play around her power gain, because you don't want her to get to her special 2, but sometimes it's unavoidable, and especially on a node like this, which is Kinetic Reactor Limber. I was thinking, her power gain is going to be pretty insane. Should I just push her to a special 3 and eat it using Ice Armor? And I decided to go against that, because the chances of me slipping up and her hitting me with a combo first or whatever, you never know. I just didn't want to do that. So I accidentally got her to a special 2, so I knew I had to reset this whole thing. So I was trying to bait out the special 2. I do get that, and now she's at 4 Phoenix Force charges. So now I need to bait out the special 1. You'll see here, it's kind of difficult, and now that one Kinetic Reactor pushed her to a special 2 again. So now I'm caught in the Phoenix loop, if you will. It's kind of annoying. So I'm just here thinking, you know what? I'll just see if I can try this reset one more time before I start really getting into the rhythm here. And yes, that time it worked. I just need to bait it there again, and there. Now I'm back to normal. So I've baited her special 1 a few times, and all I have to do is just keep baiting her special 1, and it's going to be okay. But you'll notice that with Phoenix's like special 1, she gains a little bit of power passively, and there's actually not a ton of opportunities to. She's not the worst defender here, you know. Like, I was playing on my toes like this whole time. Like, there was a pretty low chance of me dying, but it was mostly because I was trying to play around this whole cycle. I feel like with the right node combination, maybe this isn't the perfect node combination for her, but somewhere along the lines, they're gonna make this. There is a good node combination for Phoenix, I think, with that power gain. So she does have some force charges right now, which is pretty crazy. Her power gain is going to be nuts. But what I actually decided to do here was, well, I was going to wait. Once she got to 9 there, I was like, okay, I just need to wait for her to go into overload. And now I can just go ham on her because her power gain gets cut to like 5%. So I can just go nuts. And what I forgot about actually was the limber. So you can see even with the special one there, she didn't gain like any power at all. So I try and parry her here and attack. That was bad, and I got hit. But she has no furies at the moment, so she was really weak. And she's getting quite low, so I just need to make sure that when she goes through this Rite of the Phoenix, that she has no charges. So that was good. She got only up to like 16% health again. I just need to get her down. It's actually, the clock is ticking. I almost messed up there again. That would have been really bad. I really need to detonate something to get some extra damage, and I messed up there. And I only have, just a few seconds left now. So what I decided to do is beta heavy and do 1 detonation for the win. And with 3 seconds to go, she goes down. Whew, that was tricky. That was tough. So the boss, there was a free-for-all on the boss after I think one person tried. I missed that, but then by the time I got there, she was quite low. So I decided first to try with Iceman because I've always had fun trying to use Iceman and sort of attack into her 3 Furies and let Ice Armor take over. But I was taking some major block damage. Like I was so surprised on this block damage, and I try and go in for an intercept here, I think. Let me see. Well, we'll see at one point. This fight does not go well. I'll just spoil that right away. I just like, come on, Medusa, like use your special attack. Like get out of here. I hate how Medusa holds on to her special so much. I think a 565 Iceman could potentially do this, but it's a long fight. So unfortunately, I tried to go back in for the intercept. Yeah, there it was, and I died. So I don't know. There was a little bit of a swarm on the boss, but I got lucky enough and I got to go back in because we had already lost all of our attack bonuses. So I wanted to just try to see with Vision. I know I had the class disadvantage, but for some reason, like Vision is so much smoother than Iceman, and so I'm able to get a nice little intercept there. Another intercept there, and then I'm like, okay, you're going up to Furies. I'm gonna do that special one. She uses her heavy. I'm going in once. I was actually I wanted to use the Nightcrawler trick to make her pause a little bit and waste some of her fury time, and luckily she throws that heavy real easy, and I'm able to retaliate with my own heavy, or intercept with my own heavy, and even get that intercept, another intercept, playing real smooth actually. But just, it's there's no way Vision's going to be able to do the damage to take her out if she was at full health. So I get another power drain there, trying to bait one more heavy, looking for that crit. Got that nice crit. It was only like 1700 damage though. Stark Spider be hitting that without even critting. So just doing this thing here. It's a pretty nice gameplay actually. Really nice on the intercepts, and yeah, I think that's it. One special one. Oh, she parried it. Yeah, I remember that actually. It's a good way to get rid of some Furies there. You can, when she doesn't have 3 Furies, you can actually intercept her heavy with a 5-hit combo, which is nicer. But yeah, she goes down. I didn't do, I only did 15% of the work on that Medusa. Somebody brought her down a lot. But anyway, these Vietnamese guys, they ended up beating us. Like I said before, the stats and everything, boss kills, kill, death, win, loss, all that's going to be set up for the season. I'm debating on, well, no, it's all pretty locked in. And oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about the way I gather the data and the way I'm going to display it. Just like give me some feedback if you guys are interested in a video sort of explaining all that, because I think this would be good for other people who want to make Alliance War videos and track their data and everything. I have a nice little system, I think, now that's going to work pretty well for the future. I think at least the way I'm collecting the data, I'm not going to change from season to season. Even if I do change my layout and everything, I'm going to display it all differently. But the actual data itself, I think I'm just going to keep it going exactly how it is, and I can manipulate it in any way I need to. So that's That's pretty cool. So I could potentially do a video describing all that, but it's not very. There's no MCOC involved. But yeah, let me know what you think. So anyway, thanks to Savage Squad for welcoming me into the alliance. Unfortunately, we lost our first war, so it's all good. Still in the off season. Hopefully, we start the season 3 with a nice win streak after Kabam fixes the whole phone issue, heating issues, alliance quest issues, bugs issues. Hopefully, Domino's block break. Yeah, there's about 20 million things they need to fix, but yeah, hopefully they get all that done. Anyway, guys, longest lore video ever. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you stuck around for the whole thing. But yeah, we'll see you in other videos soon, and take care.